Welcome back to Cuckoo Land. I'm your host, Boss Enosh, and today we will dive into a debate between a trans mother and Matt Walsh on womanhood, apparently. Let's dive in.
Hi, Matt. I'm transgender. I'm born and raised here in New Mexico. I have a graduate degree in information technology, marketing, business, and finance. I own my own home. I pay taxes. I have a 6-figure job. I'm a respected professional in Albuquerque. I'm a mother.
Albuquerque.
My life experience is that...
Chat, let me know in the comments down below. Do you think that's a mother or not?
I'm an awesome person. I am well liked. I'm responsible, and I think I'm pretty cool. You touched on something. You said something earlier that for you, when somebody calls you a man, it doesn't faze you because, you just know that you're a man. That was interesting to me because I feel the same way about my identity as a woman. My question leading up to this, you've asserted that no one would ever see me as a woman, that nobody would ever see or could see a transgender person as a woman.
That's a fact because, if you look at a transgender person, you're going to see that they are not what they're trying to appear to be. It's very apparent. Unless if it's one of those ones that's real low key, you can't tell for real. But more often than not, somebody this dude, obviously, bro, you're not a girl, bro. Come on, bro. It's very apparent. Okay? And just because you want to believe that you are does not mean that I have to believe that you are.
And yet, I have dozens of friends from diverse backgrounds. Women from the reservation, a woman from Japan, several immigrant women. I have my coworkers, I have my boss, my VP, my CEO, all respecting me as a woman. My family, my long-term friends.
Obviously, if people at work refer to you how you want to be referred to because they don't want to get in trouble. Because y'all motherfuckers made this atmosphere. If you don't believe what you believe, I'm in trouble. I think even in Canada, if you misgender somebody, you're going to jail. You dig what I'm saying? So obviously, if your coworkers or your employee refer to you as a dude, you gonna make a stink. You gonna go to HR. You gonna record something. You can go on social media, whatever, to try to get some type of repercussions to the dude, to whoever, if they don't call you a girl. Come on, bro. Obviously, and just because they, never mind. Let's keep going, bro.
Who are actually here with me? All of these people assure me, I'm a woman. They'll tell me, girl, there is no way you are a man. They see me.
And the fact that you need people to assure you of your gender, doesn't that beg the question, why? Doesn't that kind of imply that you're not sure what your gender is? Or that your gender needs to be affirmed in the first place? Doesn't that beg the question, why does it need to be affirmed in the first place?
As a woman. Why? So the question.
Okay.
How can you assert that nobody would ever see me as a woman when my material experience tells me you're wrong?
Okay. It's interesting that that's the part of my talk you chose to ask a question about, because that's not in my talk at all. I don't believe I said that no one would ever see you as a woman. It's possible, I suppose, that you could fool someone. Now, you brought this up, so I have to tell you that you brought this up. You've put your identity on the table for conversation. And so I'm going to say you wouldn't fool me at all.
He about to say something. Look, the one thing I will say, though, whenever I see, these videos at these, Young America Foundation, any of these conventions and stuff with the young conservatives, young Republicans, whatever, and if they do have any of these transgender people that are in the opposite ideology spectrum, I do give him props for being brave enough to even go up there in front of people that obviously don't agree with you. So I give that nigga props for that. But that's how I can give him props for it. Because this other shit that we want niggas to believe, and I ain't going for it.
I see a man 100%. And I think that most people would. Now, the fact that you have people in your life who are saying to you, "Oh, you're totally a woman," it's exactly what I'm talking about.
Why is camera shaking so much,
no one in my life has ever once said to me, "You're totally a man, Matt." You know, if a friend of mine called me on the phone and said, "Listen, Matt, I want you to know, you're really a man," I would think that there was something wrong with him. I would say, "Why are you saying that at all? It doesn't make any sense." So the fact that this is a conversation to begin with tells me, it only proves the point that I'm trying to make, that your identity, even in your own mind, is something that you need to be assured of. Now, what I would like to ask you, again, because you're standing here, and so you've brought your identity on the table for discussion. So how do you know that you're a woman?
It was first when I heard transgender persons describe their experience in their own words, and this was only about 2 years ago.
2 years ago. So wait, 2 years ago, nigga, like 2021, 2020. Don't tell me somebody was bored during the pandemic lockdown. Oh no.
Hearing somebody describe things, it was a woman from like England, describing her experience, her childhood, her teenage years, and it blew my mind.
Probably a transgender woman.
To her, because it was just some podcast that I was listening to while I was like doing laundry, but it blew my mind to hear somebody so eloquently and precisely describe things that I had experiences
What
that
was
I
the
had
description?
experienced.
What did they say?
Okay, so.
Oh no.
I am honestly hesitant. I know that you touched earlier about the.
Hell nah. That motherfucker don't remember. That's funny. Look how motherfucker described how she described it was so eloquent, so mind altering, life changing. Okay, what'd they say? That's funny. You can't at least hold on, maybe he says so. Can't at least say one thing that the motherfucker said?
Difficulty that transgender women might have in describing their identity, but I want to state I honestly don't feel that you would engage in this conversation in good faith.
Bro, oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. I gotta clean my fan again. Bro, they always do that shit. When you ask them a question, a regular, non-combative question, it's not a trick question, it's just a regular question. And when they don't have an answer, because it doesn't make any fucking sense anyway, they say, "Oh, I don't want to have this conversation because you're not in good faith." What the fuck? He's not condescending to the dude. He's not talking down to him. He's just talking to him. Okay, what did the person say that was so life-changing? What did they say? Oh, it's not in good faith. Well, then why did you even come here? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, why are you here? Why did you stand up to talk to me if you don't want to have a conversation?
Exactly.
You're saying that you discovered that you're a woman. I'm asking you how you did. That's a very fair question.
Okay.
How do you know that you're a woman?
That's fine. All right. So first of all, listening to transgender people, and it was like, okay, this is a one-off, one person describing these things. Things like looking at yourself in the mirror and not recognizing yourself. Hearing compliments like, "You are such an example, like a positive masculine role model." And just hearing that and being like, it feels like they're talking about somebody else. It means feeling alone, even when you're surrounded
I wonder what he looked like before he was a woman.
by guys. Even when you have a lot of friends, and I was active in like Boy Scouts, I'm an Eagle Scout. I had great masculine role models my whole life, and yet I never
Why are they clapping
felt
for that?
like I belonged. I felt welcome and included.
Why does that make you a woman?
Because
as opposed to just a man who doesn't get along with some other men, or a man who's depressed, or a man who doesn't feel at home totally in his body, which, by the way, is a pretty universal human experience. Everybody goes through it at one time or another. So in what way does that make you a woman, though? And it's interesting, you're telling me that you listen to the experiences of other transgender people.
Well, yeah.
But what about women?
So
Because trans women are women, you would say, right?
I would say that, yeah.
Exactly the same?
Yes.
Okay, well then why do you need to hear the testimony of trans, quote-unquote, trans women? Like, how?
Right, because when they say, oh, I feel like I'm a man, I feel like I'm a woman, what do you mean that's how you feel? You don't know what that feels like, because regular people don't be talking about how it feels to be their gender. You do what I'm saying? Because we understand there's just two men, women, boom, pow. Y'all motherfuckers want to jump in between as if it's a video game, you making a character customization mode. No, it's not how it works. Sorry. You can do what you want to do, though, because America is a free country. You're free to do that. But don't expect people to just buy into it and believe what the fuck you're saying when it don't make sense. And it's so funny when they do this, bro. Like, they want to force it on people. And this is what they mean by forcing on people. Forcing as in, if I don't say the words that you want me to say, if I don't call you what you want me to call you, then I'm wrong. That's forcing, bro. And it's funny because it'd be the same people that mainly be anti-religion, anti-Christianity, shit like that. And they go above and beyond to say, oh, you're forcing down your religion down my throat. You're forcing Jesus down my throat. Da 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 da. And yet they don't see what they're doing. All right. And again, a lot of it is, most of it is really from the activist types. Not really like the people that mind their own business, because there's plenty of transgender people that just mind their own business. Okay. But a lot of the activist types, those are the ones that be going and taking the shit to the next level, bro. Because who the fuck told these drag queens to go to schools and read to kids when they was perfectly fine doing their own thing, right? They had their own venues, doing their own shows, and they had their audience, mainly gay people and women, okay? And they were perfectly fine. Nobody's messing with them.
You pick any actual woman in this room. In what way do you know that you belong in the same category as them?
I know because they tell me.
Oh
so
my
here
gosh.
You need them to tell you what you are?
Women, yes. I trust the opinions of the women around me.
And if most women...
It's incredible. You might try it sometime.
If most women voted and said they don't...
What motherfucker trying to be... Bruh, he getting, like, cornered. So just try to throw, like, little sneak disses, bruh. Little shade remarks, bruh. You should try it sometime. What the fuck? Shut up. This man is married and has kids, bro. He's been married for a minute. You gonna tell him that, bro?
Don't see you as a woman. Would you say I'm not a woman anymore?
If who?
If most women voted and said they don't see you as a woman anymore, would you then relent and say I'm not a woman?
I would say most people on the planet have no idea who I am. I'm gonna trust the opinions of the people who've spent their lives with me.
But you are relying on other people to tell you who you are, is what we're establishing.
For context, I know you like to think. I know you like to say. Everybody.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that old lady right there, bro. She got some big ass ears, bro.
Everybody's rawing and supporting transgender people, and yet they're still killing themselves, etc. But I'm standing here in a room full of people applauding you and asking questions like, how can I put out legislation here in New Mexico, my home state I grew up in, to try to reverse transgenderism? I'm not safe. And it
How are you not safe? You just said you're standing in a room with people who disagree with you and you're perfectly fine. So how are you not safe?
Ooh.
Standing in a room.
That's true. That's one of the things they always say too, bro. I'm not safe. I'm not safe. It's harmful. It's harmful. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. You're transgenocide. But it's like, what are the things that they're considering harmful? Someone not agreeing with them, they're saying that's violence. Because I don't agree with you, that's violence. Are you serious? This one, that's in that type of mindset. Like, that's such of a victim. Everyone's out to get me mindset is why I stopped doing that Black Lives Matter shit, bro. Because the people that was doing that shit that's the type of timing they was on, bro. That shit was so annoying. Like, bro, how you can't walk through life thinking that somebody's out to get you just because they don't agree with you on something that's very, to be honest, very obviously, obviously motherfuckers not gonna go with that shit because it's bruh, words. I'm really getting tired of talking about this shit because what else can you say? What else can you say? That's why I started this video saying welcome back to Cuckoo Land. Because we in Cuckoo Land, the fact that we even have to have certain conversations about certain stuff that we already understood what it was. You dig what I'm saying?
People disagree with you, and you're perfectly fine. So how are you not safe? Okay, look, we're going round and round. You don't want to answer any of the questions. Maybe we'll end with this because we're talking about womanhood. So people can probably shout out the question I'm going to ask you right now.
Okay.
But you know that you're a woman.
Yes.
What is that?
So gender is a social thing. It only
I don't
makes
want to hear
sense
that. What is a woman?
No.
Is a woman?
What is a woman?
The word woman, define in the dictionary. Go.
A woman is somebody who is included and respected and seen and participates in society, recognized by other women. If you speak with women,
circular definition.
That's mine. Whatever.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, bro. Again, every time they ask that question and they answer the same way every single time. Ain't that crazy? Yo. What do you say, circular definition? Yeah, bro. I mean, it's facts, bro. They define the word while using the word, bro. That's not how it works. Because they don't want to say adult, human, female. Because gender is a social construct. Gender and sex, not the same thing. It's called a theory for a reason. That is y'all theory. And theories are not facts. Okay? So that means not everyone has to believe that's what it is. Just like evolution. Evolution in humans is a theory. It's not a fact. It's a theory based off of other evidence that may or may not correlate, but it's still a theory. Some people believe it, some people don't. Just like the Big Bang Theory. Some people believe it, some people don't. Okay, that's fine. You can't chastise people for not believing that shit, okay? Because it's what it is, bro. Damn, bro. I don't know. Every time I be seeing these stories and just talking to these people that are going through gender dysphoria and all the type of shit, it just goes to show you, like, bro, yeah, people are going to be nice. People are going to not want to hurt your feelings, so they're going to abide by what you're commanding them to do. But that doesn't make who you want to be any more true. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not. It's just what you want to appear as. You can't blame regular people for not accepting that. Because they don't have to. We don't have to accept that. Like, you know, as long as no one is causing harm to you, as long as no one is invading your space and doing all that, then, you know, you straight. But you can't try to push that on people and then act like it's a healthy and normal thing for people to be doing, especially little kids. Because it's a lot of kids that are doing that shit now. It's like 20% of Gen Z identifies as LGBTQ. 2SAI plus DO element. I don't know. And Bingo was his name on, okay? And it's because a lot of it is social contagion. A lot of it is they see the attention that they get. A lot of it is the glamification of being a victim and victimhood, right? Because okay, I'm a victim. It gives you something to fight against, right? It gives you a feeling of purpose. Like, oh yes, I can fight the oppressors. I'm oppressed. I have to fight back against everybody. Cis people, cis straight white men, cis straight black men, cis women. I have to fight back against the system that's trying to hold me down. But it's like, bro, how are you oppressed when literally all the mainstream people are on your side, right? They push the ideas that you want to push. They chastise people who don't agree with you. They force and push a lot of representation, really over-representation, if you're going to compare the numbers, in movies and shows and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? So where is it that you're oppressed when literally everybody is bending the knee, bending over backwards to try to make you feel supported and welcome and loved? Meanwhile, the main people that are your detractors, just people that don't agree or, you know, don't believe in what you believe, right? There's more people that just simply just don't agree with you compared to the people that are actually trying to do harm on you, right? So what, you know what I mean? So I don't know, bro. End of the day, this shit's crazy. End of the day, it's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy. But let me know what y'all think down below, bro. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next video.